I think I'm live. This is first time that I'm doing this type of live stream through Zoom. So hopefully this is working. If not, we'll have to do it again. So hey everybody, good morning. It's Monday morning, and let's see. I wanted to do my Monday morning market update, and let's see. Oh, I got to silence that. Um, what I'm going to go through today is a few things. I yesterday I was on a webinar that talked a lot about the economy and what type of recovery we're going to have, those types of things, and I thought I'd go through a couple of those slides from the webinar I was on, and and show you those things. Some good news, some bad news, but it is what it is. And then we'll kind of do what we did last week and go through the hot sheets and some market data for local Portland, Maine here. So let's jump right in. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. And let's see, I think that's the one. All right, we should be able to see my screen now. So I'm going to bring up a couple of these slides. So this first one, I really only have 3 slides to look at because I thought these were the 3 that were most important and probably what's on everybody's mind, what's going to happen with the recovery. And I've mentioned this before. I've talked a lot about it with these types of slides, that we're going to be looking at a V-shaped recovery. There's been a lot of news out there that some people are saying a U-shaped recovery and all these other types of recoveries. But I think looking at the data, most organizations are saying a V-shaped recovery, meaning we're coming down sharply. And then once we start to get out of, the pandemic and the quarantine that we're in, we should see it sharply come back up. All right. And that's what we're seeing still with that. So V-shaped recovery is what we're looking at there. And this is housing prices. It's important to understand that a recession doesn't necessarily mean that housing prices are going to go way down. Okay. I think because of what happened in 2008, you'll see here price changes that happened then went down to, 20% in some areas. But when you look at the last 5 recessions, home prices actually, were unaffected or actually went up. This one here went down a little bit, but the one that's like near and dear to our heart because it was so recent, in 2008, it just went down so low, but that was because the housing market caused the recession. That's not necessarily going to happen this time. At least, we don't think so. Now, this is another one that I thought was really interesting to understand. Unemployment, and that's a big conversation right now. A lot of people lost their jobs. It's very, very unfortunate. And looking at what happened in the past, you'll see here these lines. This line here was, the Great Recession, we're calling it, I guess, from 2006 to 2016. Unemployment went way down and then gradually came up, after 9 years. Finally got to where it was pre-recession. And then the Great Depression, back in the 30s, went way, way down and then kind of came up, dipped a little bit, almost looks like a W, recovery there with unemployment. 12 years it took to recover there. So Goldman Sachs and JP Morgan projections for unemployment rate are, again, a little bit more like a V. Second year, we should be really close to back to normal. So that is a long time. So hang in there, guys. If you lost your job, hang in there. Jobs will start coming back. We are seeing a lot of positive things in the news right now. So hang in there. We'll do the best we can, right? All right. So anyway, we'll jump right into now the hot sheets. I did this last week, so I won't explain too much on what it is, but this I'm going to look at this last week of how many new listings, how many went under contract, how many closings the greater Portland area has. So weeks worth of data, just residential, all price points. We're going to look at new listings, price changes, closed, how many under contract, expired, and just came off the market. The towns that I'm looking at is the greater Portland area. It's alphabetical. Cape Elizabeth, Falmouth, Portland, Scarborough. Need my readers here. South Portland and Westbrook. So we're bulking all those in there. And we're going to run this hot sheet and check out the data. So again, this is just this past week. Okay. So very recent data. We've had 31 new listings come on the market just in this past week. We've had 25 closings. And at this point, late April, just about all of those, or a lot of those, went under contract while we've been under the quarantine, social distancing. 23 went under contract just in the last week. And we've had 4 expire, 5 withdrawn, 3 cancels. Those, probably just came off the market for whatever reason. Maybe it didn't sell. There was 10 price changes as well. Typically price changes mean they're coming down. So we will see a little bit of that. Maybe it's some houses that were, shooting for the sky, and it just didn't work out because of what's going on. So that's the local data there. Just because of the hot sheet that I keep a close eye on is just these 3 towns: Cape Elizabeth, Scarborough, South Portland. And this does include residential land and multifamily. And this is just the 24-hour hot sheet. Although Mondays usually goes with the whole weekend. So anyway, in these 3 towns, just in the last day, we've had a couple new listings come on. Active with a kick out means, it is kind of under contract, but the buyer has a house to sell. We got 1 pending there, 1 canceled, 6 closings in the last day, couple expireds, 1 under contract. So the amount of listings, though, that are out there currently is really, really low. So I'm not surprised that we're seeing this low data just in the last day or so. Anyway, that's the hot sheets. Just like last week, this will kind of be a refresher until we get into May and the data changes. Let's see, I got to move myself here. Let's see. This is, I'll do Cumberland County. This is, if you remember right, like, it's year over year, how things went in March 2020 and 2019. So let's see. So for new sold listings, we're down 11%, up 1.7% though for the year, right? That's year to date. Pending listings down 15% and down 10% year over year. Active listings, down 26% and down 20%. Let's see, new listings down 3%, 3.5%. That's great. And down 15% year to date. Now, it's important to stress this because while the numbers are going down and we're down year over year, there's still a lot of transactions happening, just right here in our local area. A lot of real estate still moving. And I think that's important to know that things still happening, and prices are not, coming down. They're certainly not going down. The rate of increase might be slowing a little bit while we're in this, but the prices are not going in the negative numbers. So that's good. There you go. So, hey, hopefully this was helpful, guys. I'm going to wait for it to catch up a minute just to see if we got any questions. And we'll go from there. Oh, looks like we're good. All right, guys. Hey, have a great Monday. Have a great week. Just like last week, we'll give you a virtual hug. Thanks for watching. And again, if you have any questions, comments, put them below. Send me an email. Send me a text message. Make sure you visit my website at makemaineyourhome.com. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/makemaineyourhome. And hey, we'll see you soon. And remember, if you're going to make Maine your home, you don't have to do it alone.